Hello, every pancake. Here I am, back with a story time for you guys. So I'm gonna jump in with the story of when I almost died. Yes, I almost died. I remember. I don't know if you remember in elementary school. There some schools have the early release Wednesdays. So instead of getting out of school around 3 p.m. when you usually do, on Wednesdays you will be out by 12. It was an early release Wednesday, and I remember my sister was in 5th grade, I was in 6th grade. I had to, pick her up and then walk home. If we were to take the bus, it will be, he will go and drop everyone else first, and then us at the end, so it was faster to walk. As me and my sister were walking home, I see there was a bunch of noise going on. Helicopters, border patrol cars going around the area. And it was kind of scary, and I had no clue what was going on. As I got home, I opened the gate and closed it, let my sister in obviously first before I closed it on her face. And I go to the house, and there's like two doors, the metal one and the regular one. But the metal door didn't close. Just a regular door was the one that you could close. Anyway, so as I entered the house, she went straight to the TV. My sister just went to my parents' room and jumped in the TV, and then my fat ass jumped to the kitchen, and I was like checking what was in it, because my mom usually leaves stuff from like breakfast. Anyways, my parents weren't home, by the way. They went out to like the flea market in another town, 2 hours away or so, or an hour away. So as I turn on the stove and to heat up the pork, it's really good though in the salsa. So as I'm just warming up the food on the stove, I hear like huge loud noises, like on the door, like bangs, like bang, bang, bang. And then I started thinking, like, wait, who could it be? Like, my brother is at the high school. They don't get out until like 3 p.m. Maybe he got out early too. Like, I don't think that's a thing. I think high school enters late on Mondays, but they don't get released early on Wednesdays. So as I was gonna go walk towards the door, all of a sudden you see like this boom burst, like someone burst into the door, and I'm like, holy fuck, what's going on? There's this skinny Mexican dude, all covered in tattoos and just in boxers, and he's like all like shaky, and he goes towards the window, grabs a walkie-talkie that I had. Like, we just had a walkie-talkie there, like whatever, we're kids, toys. And he's like, call this number, and I'm like, dude, that's a walkie-talkie, that's not a cell phone. Call this number or I'm gonna kill you. And I'm like, I started shaking, seriously, and I felt like, oh my god, is this it? Oh fuck. My parents' door was locked, but not locked, it was like semi-closed. They don't have a door handle, so you could see like the hole in the door. He goes to the kitchen. He just keeps repeating like, call this number ASAP. I'm like, dude, this is a walkie-talkie. How many times am I gonna tell you, like, this is a walkie-talkie? Don't kill me. I guess he's like he was like using drugs or something. He was drugged and hyper, because apparently the border patrols were after him, and I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. So he grabbed the knife and put it towards my neck, and he repeats the same sentence again. Call this number or I'm gonna kill you. I swear, like, I thought that was gonna be it. I just lived to my 11 years of age. That was it. This is where I'm gone. And as soon I felt like he was gonna like do it, the border patrols like burst in, like, like with the guns and everything pointed at him, like, and I don't know what they said, because at the time I was barely learning English.
But I'm guessing they're like, border patrol, put your hands up, drop the weapon or something, because
I didn't know what they were saying, because for me English back then it was like wah, 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 wah. So I had no clue what they were saying. As soon as they entered, the guy he got distracted, so he kind of let loose of the arm, and I just like hold my breath and this is my chance. I just went down and ran towards the room because he hadn't seen my sister yet. So she was like holding the TV. She didn't listen to anything. She was like focused on the TV, you know, little sister. She's like 6 years old. I just closed the door and I back it up, and I'm like, I think he wanted to go in. I'm like, fuck, if he had like seriously stabbed the door, I probably would have a stab wound. Thankfully he didn't do that. And I told my sister, you run under the like run under the bed. And she just did, like, okay, she went. And I hear like the struggling, you know, like calm down. They got him, obviously. And I'm like, fuck, damn, thank you. Right after that happened, I think they took me and my sister outside, and they were like, so are you guys okay? Did anything happen to you? Are you injured? Like, nope. Well, you know, I was just saying no, but I had no clue what they were what they were saying, or I don't remember clearly, to be honest. Maybe they spoke in Spanish, because you know some of us are Hispanics in the area, so maybe one of them was talking to me, but I don't remember the conversation. All I remember is that they were asking like, "What are your parents?" I was like, "I don't know. I'm a kid alone in my house." So you know that's like something super bad in the U.S. that you cannot leave your kids. You cannot leave your kids alone, so pretty much I'm like, are they gonna do something to my parents? But the landlord thankfully walked out and, oh, don't worry, I'm taking care of them. Did something bad happened? And they're like, yes. So they explained everything to him, and right after everything happened, the explanation happened, I see my parents pulling in, you know, in the car, and then I just ran towards them and hugged them. Like, I love you, mom. I love you, dad. Yeah, and that's all I remember. I almost died when I was 11. Holy fudge. And I think the guy went to jail for like 5 years only. So by the time I was 16, he was out. He scared me for life. And then I told the story to my classmates, and they're like, haha, we don't believe you, fool. Like, you didn't do that. Like, yes, that happened to me. I mean, that happened. Nah, that didn't happen to you. You're just lying. I'm like, so no one believes me at school. So yeah, that was the thing. I almost died. I tell my friends at school. No one believed me. Yeah, this is gonna be it for, you know, today's video. And I don't know when I'm gonna be posting, because you know I'm not posting regularly, but I'm trying to. Okay, I'm gonna start seriously. Ow. I'm gonna start, you know, and I'm gonna try to upload more often. And I have plenty more of weird stories. Like, this is not the only time I almost died. So thank you for watching, and see you later. Hasta luego, little pancakes.